Hey everybody, and welcome back. My name is Sue and I am from OML Embroidery, and today is our dime sew along, and it's the Small Town Charm, which is so exciting. So I decided to kick this up a little bit in true Sue fashion, and I am going to make my small town with colors and fabrics and themes that I love. So Sueville is going to be bright and cheery. So before we go into the instructions, I want to show you my fabric. All right. So this fabric is the awning, and this bright is the building, and there's going to be an orange door, and this is the fabric for the front. So basically it's a Halloween quilt shop, because that would be awesome. That would be awesome. So I'm going to, do Christmas, spring, flowers, maybe a hot pink one just for Lynn, where the predominant colors are hot pink. But it's going to be, Sueville. Nice town, nice place to live, nice place to go quilt shopping. So in accordance with that, here's my colors. And of course you got to have like neon green grass. I mean, nobody's doubting that. And a lot of black. So let me tell you my process. I found this fabric and I thought the groovy stripes on it would look really good as the awning. So you have to picture it with the scallops. And then I just went from there and I matched. There's a lot of black. There's different shades of orange. Look at all the different purples in it and greens. And I just thought, yep, this is what it's developing to be. So, Lynn, good morning, Lynn. I heard hot pink. Well, one of I'm assuming we're going to do different buildings and shops and sort of things. So I thought it would be fun to do this. Now, I am doing the 5x7 today. And Dime and Eileen Roche have provided two sizes, the 5x7 and the bigger one, and they're in different formats. So I'm really happy. This 5x7 one is basically a quilt block. So we're going to design it like that. So I have my cutaway stabilizer and my backing fabric all hooped. So, and it's hooped straight. That's one thing you got to practice a little bit. So you can't see it, but I folded it in half and half again and creased it. So I had the lines line up with these bumps here. And this would be an absolutely perfect time to bring out those templates that go with the hoops, and then you can make sure the center is on and these lines match. So it's important to have it in. Now I'm going to use a layer cake 10x10 for my quilt blocks. The instructions say 12x12, but I just thought this would work better. So it's kind of a test. The whole thing is a test. I'm not really sure how it's going to turn out. So the next... Oh, hi, Mom. Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom. Good morning, Mama Brown. I love that, Mama Brown. It's awesome. Fun idea, Sue. Love your choices. Thank you, Alicia. Awesome. So I was thinking, too, I wonder if I need to do, for every month when this comes out, if I need to do two videos. One for the 5x7 and one for the bigger one, because they're in different formats. Karina, why? Karina, you have to introduce Dawn. My name is Sue, and I'm from OML Embroidery, and over there clicking on the computer is...
Hello.
Dawn. You're supposed to wait for your name, man.
You took too long.
Oh. So there are two hoopings for this. Now the first hooping is for the actual house, and the house is going to be done, kind of sideways. So it's not this way on the hoop, it's this way, so it's a bit bigger. And then a complete second hooping for the awning. And the awning is pretty easy. We'll go over it. I forgot to dig out pipe cleaners now that I'm looking. But the preparation of it is pretty basic. It might entail a second video, but maybe not. So it's basic, basic everything. So it's applique. Now what I've done is I've changed all the colors in my design. So things are going to be squished together like colors. So I won't have the color breaks necessarily on this, but you will have it on yours. I just kind of group the colors so I have to do less thread changes. So this is the first one. I'm thinking that's going to be a great place to shop. So let's, oh, it's on the wrong one here, Dawn. It's on your titler. I need it to stay on the, anyways. All right, let's go to McDreamy. There we go.
It doesn't stay on it. So.
Okay. Well, let's go to McDreamy, please, Dawn.
McDreamy's up.
I'm so excited about this. So much fun. So the first thing, Lynn, are you listening, Lynn? The first thing is going to be the placement for the building. Judy Quilt says, I'd shop in a lime green quilt shop. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm thinking that works just dandy for me, really. Really? So let's do the outline. I'm going to use black so you guys can see it. So practice your hooping and get that hooped in the middle. And if you don't do it that way, that's fine. But it should be as close to the middle. Now notice we're not hooping any backing or batting. Sorry, no batting on this one because we're making a quilt, so we can put the batting on it afterwards. So basically, we're appliquing the building on fabric, which is cool. So a little bit bright. No chicken today, by the way. And
I like the fabric.
Yeah, isn't that? It's just, I didn't want it too busy. You can't. The highlight of mine is going to be the awning. That's the main focus on it. So I kind of like it.
Lynn's yelling out bobbin.
Yeah, I had this much left in my bobbin, so I switched it out for a new one. So this one will sit. This one.
There's just no chicken going on at all.
No chicken.
No chicken.
No. So it's a good size. I like it. So it's going to stop here, and I'm going to stop the machine. Stop.
Alicia says you only use batting if you're doing the 7x12 size.
Yeah, I didn't even look at the 7x12 size, so I suppose I could stitch it down. It's doing the bricks next. Okay, back to the desk for a quick trim, Dawn.
Desk's up.
So let's do a quick trim of this because we're going to have nice satin stitches around it. And satin stitches are awesome because they cover up any boo-boos that you may have. So just move it around. Your hoop mat will help you get a straight hooping too. But you know what? If you're worried that you can't hoop it straight or that you haven't, just cut a bigger piece of fabric and you can center it and square it up with a quilting ruler. Just put the store in the center of it and that'll help out. So no worries on it. So far, yeah, I like it. I like it. Back to McDreamy, Dawn.
He's up.
There we go. Now I think we're going to be stitching the bricks, which is going to look spectacular on my green, which is awesome. Yep.
Brickwork.
Yeah, this is exactly how I hoped it would look, nice and bright. So this is just a test, and we're going to see how it looks. the inside of it is orange and purple. So it's orange and purple fabric that's in the window. And these are the colors it's gonna be, orange and purple. So nice and bright. Things that make me happy, town.
Halloween colors.
Yeah, why not? It all started off with that awning. It all started off with the awning. So,
You want me to track down pipe cleaner for you?
yeah, they're over there on my cutter stand in the right-hand corner on the second shelf.
Okay.
So not really hunting it down. Hi, Sue, Dawn, and the OML gang, pretty colors. Hi, Jackie. Hi, Pat. And hi, Lynn. I already said Lynn. Danita, hello. I love the orange and purple. You know what? I thought, why not? Small town charm. I'm going to create a town that I want to live in. And like I said, I thought, yeah, if there was a Halloween quilt shop, I'd be there. I'd be there. That would be awesome. Yes, this is black stitching out. On the below the scanning cut on the second shelf. To the right, the back corner. Not drawer, shelf. Just helping Dawn out. Try to find it. Did you find it?
Yeah.
Oh, there's the outline for the placement of the door. There is not a separate outline for that. So just so you know, not a second outline for it. Oh, the bricks look awesome. I really liked Eileen Roche's black and red. That looked good. Janet Nelson, thank you. I'm going shopping with my sister today. Super excited. Hopefully that's fabric shopping, right?
No, it isn't fine.
Okay, just never mind. I'll have to search for my pipe cleaners. I didn't. Happy shopping. That's awesome. Hopefully it's fabric and notions shopping. I wanted to tell you guys an update. I've got to edit the video today or tomorrow, but there will be the finishing up of the quilting video. Quilting it on the machine with the triangle Christmas tree thingy. It's really good. Nice connections right there. Love it. Love it. So now we're going to do some satin stitches around the outside, I think. Oh no, it's just going to do what it always does. Any news on my plate, Dawn? Hasn't it been like months?
Yeah, it's been a while. No news yet.
No news on my new plate. Okay, well, what are we gonna do? So this is just gonna solidify the outline for the window where we can peek into where it's all happening with Halloween fabric. Oh yeah, by the way, here's Bjorn. And Bjorn is our guardian against gremlins.
It's the Guardian pincushion.
I'm trying not to use them as a pincushion. Alright, I just had to finish that one part. Okay, so now we're going to do some satin stitches, which are Lynn's favorite. Isabel, super happy to be back with you. We're super happy that you're here, Isabel. It's wonderful. Welcome back. Hopefully your move went well. What, done?
I was going to ask, why is satin stitches Lynn's favorite?
Oh, because they cover up trimming mistakes. They're usually very forgiving.
Fair enough.
So, in this case, oh, the zigzag. I do love the zigzag. I've been waiting for an embroidery machine since the end of October. I got the extra hoop ordered, so that's positive. That's good, Danita. That's great. I know we ordered a new couch set, and we have to wait 5 months for it to come in. So, yeah, such is the world these days, I guess. It's kind of annoying, but yeah, you gotta wait. I didn't get any new embroidery machines. I don't need one. I like my McDreamy. He and I get along just fine, other than his dropping threads, but I don't think it's his fault, so it's awesome. So, how's the new home? Janet says to Isabel. She moved over the holidays. That's why I'm online all the time. Way too many things I can purchase. Need a job. Yeah, I had that problem, and now no more shopping for me, so no new stuff. So, upcoming is the second part of the quilting in the hoop, and I will be doing more. But also, I've done enough practicing over the last, I think, 4 months of the English paper piecing, and I'm starting a quilt. So I think there's like almost 2,000 pieces, 1,500 pieces, and it's a quilt called the Lallybroch quilt. And it's what?
It's a big puzzle.
It's a big puzzle. And I did some fussy cutting and a whole bunch of things, and it's really good. And if you don't know what Lallybroch is, it's from the book and the show Outlander with Jamie Fraser. Everyone loves that. So I thought that would be great. Great.
Christmas cards are just showing up that were mailed out December 11th.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, things are slow.
That's really slow. Well, that's why our shipped orders are slow, apparently.
Yeah.
Will you show English paper piecing? I will. So let me tell you the story behind it. I work all the time, as you guys can probably guess. From when I wake up to the minute I go to sleep, I'm researching, learning, getting ideas, the whole bit. And I want to be unplugged for a couple hours. So I worked hard and did some research, of course. And I found English paper piecing, so I could keep actually working but not be plugged in. And I wasn't sure if I would like it. I ordered some pieces and I just used some, whatever fabric, and I really do like it. I'm really enjoying it. I got a few extra things, but basically you just need a needle and thread and some shaped papers and a bit of glue, and you can do it all yourself. And I'm really excited about it. I like it. So I'll be starting at the beginning. Now that is just going to be like an extra OML crafty extras, we're going to call it. So yeah, Diane, thank you for all your great videos. You're welcome. I'm happy to share with everybody, because we sure have a lot of fun. I can see that I've miscalculated here. This needed to be moved this way, the fabric, because, well, I guess it doesn't have to be, but I think when you're hooping it has to be divided in 3, and this part goes on the bottom third, so the awning goes on the second third, and then you have room. So this might not be right, but it might work out okay too, as long as I do the rest of them the same. Whatever, I think it'll be fine. I wish my hands would let me hand stitch. Yeah, I know it gets, you have to build up your muscles, but it's little itty bitty tiny stitches, and I'm really enjoying it, and it's forcing me to relax, which is a nice thing. I'm not actually very good at that. And unplug and focus on something that isn't on the computer and stuff. So Missouri Star has hexagons that stick, that work. Yes. All right, so the next step is a straight line across, and that means, oh, here's the chicken you wanted. Ugh. That means we are going to do a folded fabric very carefully. Apparently I cut it a little bit too close, maybe. Now we don't have to worry about seams because we're appliquing everything on. So that's the nice thing. I would have liked it a little bit better. So what we want to do is we're putting the fabric face down, and it's going to stitch a line, and then we're going to flip it over so it has a it has a nice seam right here. That's what we are doing. So it's just going to come up with a line. Whenever I see that, I know that it is fabric flipping. I did it. I did it. So then the next step, of course, hopefully my hoop will move back. No, it didn't. I'm just going to pull the hoop out a little bit because it's awkward. And we're going to fold it back. And that works out quite nicely, I think. And just give it a little crease. You can use tape if you want. You can use anything just to hold it down. It should be pretty good though for me. Maybe I'll do a bit better of a crease and have it hold. It should be okay. So watch your fingers, don't do what I do. It's gonna stitch it down now. I should be using my awl. So I will use my awl. That might be a bit puffier than I liked, but that's okay. When I iron it, you won't be able to see it. And actually sewing it down, it doesn't look as puffy. So, all right. Make sure it's nice and flat though when you stitch it down. So now we are going to change our first color change so far, because we're going to cover all that lines right here with an awesome color of green that doesn't match the building but kind of goes along with it.
That's fluorescent green.
It is. It's a Floriani color. I just happened to pull it out of my thread drawers and went, ooh, that's it. That's what I'm using.
I like it.
Yeah. So depending on what the next building is, I will, Christmas I love. I have beautiful Christmas fabric and flowers, and there's going to be so many different ones to do. So now we're just simply stitching out the grass. And I think, yeah, that's going to look great. Oh, I love it. So, yeah, Small Town Charm is about, you being happy, making you happy. Happy colors.
I think it's a brilliant idea she came up with.
Yes, and I think...
Nice continuation.
Yeah, I love it. I was so happy. I kind of squealed out loud watching Eileen Roche. And I was like, yeah. But then I thought yesterday, do I need to do 2 videos? Because they're completely different. This is basically an applique. Go, McDreamy, go. Look at him go.
So instead of the dime door, we're using hashtag dime sew along for these?
Dime sew along, yep. That is the new hashtag that Designs and Machine Embroidery would like you guys to use. And remember, once you get yours stitched out, post it in the group with the hashtag. Eileen Roche is in our group, and she loves what we come up with. So she will post them on her video the next, I think, 2 Thursdays, so you could see your door. So come up with your own thing, make it your own. I thought when I'm done this and I put the awning on, I might make a patch and glue it on with the name of the shop. So,
That would be cool.
yeah,
Yep.
just kind of glue it on. I haven't come up with the name yet. I want to see how it looks. Look at that grass. Isn't that beautiful? Lovely satin stitches.
Spooping quilt.
Well, Suville's Quilt Shop, something like that.
Yeah.
I love that Misha says, I love that she made it a 5x7 quilt block. Yeah, me too. I was so happy about that. It's quite the thing, and I'm really excited. So there'll hopefully be like a cafe and, different things like that. I think it'll be really good. So I think this is satin stitches around the outside. I think I'm gonna make them the same grass green, so it's a pleasant shop to go to because there's lots of grass around. Aren't you going to use your ribbon machine for... Oh, aren't you clever, Jackie? Of course I will. I'm going to stop right here, though, because you know what I haven't done? What haven't I done, Don? Do you know?
I don't know.
Oh, I haven't trimmed it.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Can we go back to the desk?
We can.
You know what I was...
Yes,
You know what I was thinking? That I had to leave a seam allowance. So, yeah, and we don't have to leave a seam allowance. So, I just stopped the machine in the middle of the underlay, and I'm just going to make a quick trim. Yeah, old habits, huh?
Karina's asking if we're going to do minis this year for these. Maybe.
Yeah, we haven't really thought about it yet. Can I go back to the machine?
Yeah.
That's better.
Machine's up.
Don't forget to trim your applique. This is applique as opposed to, you know, making a quilt block. Sorry. There we go. All right. Sorry, McDreamy. Continue. I think we have some room to play around. So maybe some minis might be in order. Only if Dawn has time. Our embroidery business is struggling a little bit, so he doesn't have time right now to do it. But hopefully we'll get it going a little bit better, and then he can do the minis. Ice cream shop. You're right, Janet. That would be cool. Coffee shop.
Yep.
Coffee shop with donuts. Yeah, I'm thinking about, you know, a lot about living in my small town with charm and all the things I'd like. Should be a bookstore too. But yes, good idea with my ribbon. That is the perfect application for using a ribbon. Isn't that clever? And I forgot, Don. My printer ribbon thing.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'll have to see what... I think I have a navy blue and gold that would match well enough. So now we got to come up with a name. So it's going to be something Quilt Shop. What's a Halloween witch name? No, what? Bakery? Pet store? No.
I'm not going to say it. Yeah.
What kind of business? That's awesome. I can't say the second word because I'll get demonetized. But yes, Misha, I appreciate your sense of humor. Antique store. Oh my God, pet store. Yeah, no kidding. In Siouxville, though, a pet store would have to sell monsters, so I might have to, if she does something like that, I will have to change it up a little bit because, you know, things that make me happy. Puppies make me happy. My hounds make me happy. It's a Brother printing machine for ribbons. Yes. I have demoed it before, I think on 2 videos. It was really hard to get a look at the screen on it, but it's a Brother embellishment, P-Touch embellishment. I had it in the wrong order. And you can print on stickers with a ton of designs like labels, and it also prints on ribbon, and I actually really like that. My sister's name is Hilda, and we called her Bromhilda. Well, I was thinking something like that. Now, I am gonna take off my neon green, which I actually really like how it turned out.
It looks good on there.
Yeah, it's bright enough. It just, you know, the Halloween stuff isn't necessarily evil stuff. It's just themed. It's a nice place to be. It's welcoming with all the neon grass and everything. It's just wonderful. So, we're going to do the door. Now, remembering as well that the door, there isn't a placement line. There's just going to be a stitch down line. So, I'm going to put my fabric down. I love all the ideas. Witchery shop, brew shop. How about the hot cauldron shop? How much fun can you have with a design just by using orange and purple and green?
Bright orange door.
Bright orange door. Well, I mean, yeah, of course. Thankfully, I have solid fabrics.
Sue's little quilt shop of horrors.
Well, that might work too. Can we go back to the desk?
Yeah, desk's up.
I'm not going to forget to trim this time. So yeah. Whoops.
Stitch Wizardry. That's a pretty good one.
Oh, everybody's so clever. We can do this for just about everyone. So it's not going to be, I'm not doing the whole thing in Halloween. The theme is things and colors that make me happy. So there is going to be a dance of the dragonfly fabric building because, of course, that's some of my favorite fabric. I wish I could get like bolts of that stuff.
I have to do one with a blue door. Shannon said no blue door.
A blue door?
Yeah, Doctor Who blue door.
Oh, well, you know, there just might be, depending on what it is. We might have to make one that looks like a TARDIS. So, yeah. Back to the machine, Dawn.
Machine's up.
Yes, Doctor Who makes me happy. So, you know, yeah. That might work as well. Now, I do have to change my black thread. I guess I should have paid more attention.
A movie theater, that'd be cool.
Oh, we could have so much fun. I'm going to put my purple on. And there's tape holding it. Who did that? Who did that? And why didn't I notice
I'm
it?
innocent.
Why didn't I notice it? Oh, you know the other thing we didn't do today? Look, the purple matches the purple stamping in my nails, like, perfectly.
Oh, so it does.
Absolutely perfectly.
You planned that.
I didn't.
You did.
I did my nails first. I did the stamping on my nails. I had the pink for a couple of days and I didn't stamp them, so. You know, it happens to work out that way. I do love it when my nails match my work. Alright, so this is just the background of the quilt shop. And it's, I guess no stitch down? I guess it's gonna, okay. That's fine. We can trim it out after. My bad. Remember I changed stuff, so this is kind of my fault. Perfect use for a motif stitch right here. So it's the background wallpaper of it. Debbie Mitchell, thank you very much. Much appreciated, Debbie. Viking store with shield, swords, and helmet. I'm not sure if that falls under small town charm, my Norwegian friends. Perhaps, though. I mean, it would for me. But, you know, I'll have to find some Viking fabric, maybe. So once this background gets done, I'm going to take it out and trim it. And then I have it set. It's going to stitch the purple parts of the design, and then the bolts of fabric, and then the desk. So I just did a little bit of color sorting just to make it easier. And so I don't have to change threads all the time. Isn't that a beautiful motif stitch? I love it. So I just have to trim it just before the satin stitches go on, which is actually black. So I have time. So it's gonna stitch out, so we're good. Debbie Mitchell, happy to help support Sue, Dawn, and OML. We really appreciate it. Don was doing something the other day and he said, oh, I need some batting. And I said, oh, what size? And he went to the drawer and it's all organized. And he's like, oh man, that's awesome. I don't even have to cut it. And I said, I know, right? Thanks, Debbie. It's just a little thing, you know, it's the little things in life that make you happy, and that's it. So I love it. There has to be a garage so Sue can make a cycle shop. Yep. 5 and dime store. Yep. Great ideas. I hope Eileen Roche is watching. If you are, Eileen, hello. Great ideas. It's wonderful. So hopefully we can... Janet Nelson, thank you very much. We appreciate that too. Of course. So I'm just going to leave it. I'm not going to trim it. I am going to let it stitch out. It's, I think on that side, it's the fabric, the bolts of fabric, which will look great. So I didn't worry too much about the background of the window. I just wanted a lighter fabric, and this was scraps, so I just cut a scrap to fit because it's really going to be covered up by everything, so I'm not really that worried about it, that it matches. You won't be able to tell. It's just a variant in color, so just trying to use up my scraps, you know, it works. What are we talking about? Donations. What sizes do you have in pre-cut batting? Whatever sizes Debbie Mitchell cuts for me. It's a wonderful thing, and I try to say it all the time, Debbie. Thank you so much for that. That has saved me an absolute fortune in batting. The Warm and Natural here in Canada is pretty gosh darn expensive, so it is a big help. So,
and you know, pre-cut's always nice.
Pre-cut is always nice. I appreciate being spoiled like that all the time. Just grab one and go. Grab one and go. It's awesome. So, what are you guys gonna do with your, well, the first one, the Quilt Shop. I'm not surprised that that's first. The Quilt Shop is awesome. What are you guys gonna do with it? Traditional, or come up with your own thing, change it up a little bit? I mean, there's not a whole lot you can do with this one other than colors and thread colors, because the design is brilliant. That's all I'm saying. The design is brilliant. A park, yep. Bookstore and coffee shop, yep. Whoa. I see. Did you hear that? Did everyone hear that? That was my thread getting stuck. So that was a close one. That may have broken the needle.
Debbie says thanks for helping me not have all the scraps.
Oh, I'm so happy to help.
Over her room.
Oh, man. It's amazing how it works out. It's just such a help to me. So this is why we always listen to our machine. So the thread at the spool was not coming off the spool, and it was getting caught, and that would have snapped my needle. It was caught, actually, there's a little nick at the bottom of the spool, and that's what could happen. So, okay, you can see right here that it has pulled up the bobbin, so you can't really see that square. So
we have 253 watching.
Yay!
And 148 likes.
Oh, that's excellent. Oh, all right. I keep forgetting to put the foot down. So that is what happens. Like, you have to pay attention. Anything can happen when your needle gets broken like that, so you have to be careful. I'm just going to take a Sharpie and fix it. If I wasn't on live, I would go back and just stitch those ones out. So reverse to get to these ones, stitch it out, and then fast forward to where I left off. Just using McDreamy, who is my brother Dream Machine too. That's what I would do, but I'm going to leave it for now. And I know I have this exact purple, and I just touch it up very, very carefully. It's kind of a boo-boo, but not really. So when I got stuck like that, I should have looked and went back and did these again. I actually did look, but it just kind of blended in. So yeah, you can kind of see that there's a space. That's what I noticed after. So not sure if I'm gonna do the door project. I have so many half-done projects that they really need to be complete before I start something new. I just thought I'd check in for support. Well, thank you very much, Gwen. It's fun to watch, and you know, especially because I change it up quite a bit. I'm not doing the average. Not saying that I won't, but not doing the average one, so it's okay. Thanks for your support. I always appreciate the views and the likes and all of that. You may want to go back now. Where am I going back?
Maybe talking to her about going back.
Yeah. My room needs done first. Yeah, so is mine. We did, I got a new desk and a new cutting table. And I have yet to sort it out. I also have my fabric room to sort out, and we've completely stalled on that, Dawn, haven't we?
We did, yeah. I want to get mine done too, so we investigated about some.
We need to get doing stuff, but there's just so much going on and so much to prepare for and do, and it's good. I like being busy. I wish I could snap my fingers and my room would be cleaned up and my office would be cleaned up, but you know, I've learned it doesn't work like that.
If we had money, we'd hire somebody to come do it.
You know, we have a child living here. She's not a child, she's 20. She could help.
No, it's 2 pets and a girl.
Oh, I wanted to tell you guys, Sam, she's an ICU nurse at one of the hospitals, local hospitals. She got tested positive for COVID-19 over Christmas, and she's okay, and she's back at work. So just to let you guys know, we don't need to worry anymore. I was kind of a little bit sick with worry, not quite myself. It was very stressful. Yeah. So, Sam's okay.
All is good.
All is good, yes. And nobody else, knock wood, has it, so we're clear on that. And I just feel a sense of relief, which is nice. You too, Dawn, right?
You too what? Sense of relief? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so that is it for purple. Now, I contemplated doing, you know, just a brown, regular colored desk, and I thought, well, no, if I worked or owned this building, I would not have a brown desk. I would have to have a Halloween desk in the Halloween colors. So I'm not 100% sure how this is going to turn out, but we're about to find out. The highlights on the desk are orange, of course. I wanted everything to flow.
Purple and orange.
Purple and orange, some of my favorite colors. You got stuck. Let's do that again. Let's do that again. It got stuck. There we go. Now we're go. So orange, it is going to do some of the bolts of fabric. So these are designer Suville fabric, because why not?
Luke says, oh hi, I'm a silent watcher and it's the first time I got you live.
Yay! Well, welcome.
From the UK.
From the UK. Welcome. So happy she is okay. Thank you, Phyllis. Yes, I just want everyone to stop worrying. We're good. She's good. Back at work.
Stampin' Sue said she tested positive on Monday, but she's feeling better.
Good. Good. It's a scary thing. I guess here in Ontario, Canada, we're probably going to go into full lockdown again. We're kind of there now, but
Partway.
yeah. Yeah, glad everyone's feeling better. Look at how good the orange looks with the purple.
Except to sit at home and do lives.
Yeah, really rough, huh? Well, I would like to at some point do an English paper piecing live. Maybe not for the introduction, but maybe too. Because I think people are going to have a lot of questions about what exactly it is.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of a strange thing, but it makes sense when you're actually doing it. So it's kind of cool for that. But yeah, then I don't have to edit. Orange is looking good.
I like the purple and orange.
Yeah. Some of my faves. Now there's trims in between because there's actually color changes. So I didn't bother going in and changing the techniques of stuff. So, I mean, it's fine. But that's why, if you're wondering why they're not connecting.
Judy Quilt says yes on the OML English paper piecing demo.
Yeah, I'm excited to do that. I actually had to do quite a bit of work on it to get it right, to be able to show you guys. I'm not, for anything, gonna show you guys how to do something incorrectly. So I had to perfect my technique.
I like the one you did last night.
Yes, it's very pretty on my quilt. So yeah, I just sit at night and I stitch, and it's lovely to be disconnected. So one thing that's the greatest about English paper piecing, depending on the size that you're piecing, you can use those little scraps of fabric. So it's going to use your fabric up right down to the very end. So it's kind of cool. I kind of like it. I'm finding it enjoyable. I'll show you guys how I organize stuff and the tools that I'm using. My new favorite thing for paper piecing and fabric, which I can't get here because it's too expensive, but anyways, is Tula Pink. She's got gorgeous fabric, and I actually have one of her English paper piecing quilt patterns, so I'm not ready for that one yet though, but soon. When my machine drops the thread or has an issue thinking I'm doing something wrong, then I see McDreamy having the same issue. So happy it's not me. It's not just me. It's true. It has to do with static, and I mean, we have like 5 lights on McDreamy, so it's kind of warm, you know, on them, and warm means dry usually. So, and I do have a nick in my metal needle plate that may or may not have anything to do with it. We can't really tell until we change it, and we're waiting on that one. So Tula Pink is pretty fabric, but I don't have an either. Yeah, I know. What is paper pieces, and that what are you doing with the quilt? I will explain it all to you guys. It's not paper piecing. Apparently, I've learned through my research, it's English paper piecing. And the results are beautiful. I'll be doing a video on it. I just wanted to mention it, just so we can chat about it. Ah, looking good. Other than my purple ones, this looks adorable. So I am gonna have to do some touching up, looking at it closely, but you know what? It doesn't have to be perfect either. I can see that my purple thread was pulled, so that is great news about Sam. Yes, thank you. I feel better. I came in late. What are you making today? Well, it's the designs and machine embroidery in the hoop quilt block of, it's a quilt store actually. Quilt block of a quilt store. And it is 2 sizes. 7 by 12 I think is the hoop you need. And this one is the 5 by 7, and we're appliquing it onto fabrics, so we have a quilt block. There's no batting in this one. We're gonna add the batting when we put it all together. And I'm hoping I have some room for quilting around it. I'm not sure if I will, but we'll see. Okay, so now we're going to do the detail work on the desk. Doesn't that look great? So you can't really see the background of the window, but you can see the purple wallpaper. I guess that's what it is. Yeah, oh, I love the desk. Okay. I wasn't sure how the desk would look, but, you know. I like it. Because of course you would have to have that. Okay, now for some serious detail. But first, can we go back to the desk, Don?
Yeah.
I'm going to get at my trimming. So I just want to trim the window because we're going to do the final satin stitches. And the final satin stitches I am going to do in black, which is kind of, I wouldn't say boring, but I think it's the black is going to brighten up all the other colors, the purples and the greens. See how good?
It looks fantastic.
See how good it looks with the black and the green? It makes the green brighter. So I'm doing the door and the outside of the window in black, and that is my reasoning behind it. I thought it would make everything stand out more, which is awesome. So, okay, Don, back to McDreamy. I see I have a few things, purple things to fix.
Dreamy's up.
Thank you. And one of my favorite parts, all of the detail work. So I'm going to finish with my orange. Remember to pull your thread in the direction that it normally goes so you don't throw your tension off. We don't want that.
Karina says if I walked by a store that had a desk like that, I'd have to enter.
Yeah, that's my thinking. I'm just a big kid and I have a big imagination. Most adults lose their imagination. I notice some people in the group and in the chat and in the gang are developing theirs again. It's just how I have fun. Like Mr. Stark the Iron. You know, that's just me. That's just me having fun. So, yeah. Out of the blue, my youngest just emailed me and thinks it's cool I was alive when Einstein was alive. Yeah, it's tough getting old, I'm telling you. I'm not enjoying it. It's kind of weird.
You're not old.
No, I'm not old, but sometimes
We feel it.
yeah, when Sam was sick, I sure felt it. For sure. Oh, look, the sewing machine or quilting machine. Okay, I do love the desk. I'm very happy with the desk. That's awesome. You're on your phone with no auto-correcting. Yeah, sometimes autocorrect can be a pain in the butt. So we have tons of things to look woo, go McDreamy, to look forward to in 2021. Notwithstanding what's going on in the world right now, our little world, the OML gang, the OML Embroidery University gang, we're gonna have a good time and we're gonna do more challenges and challenging work and more complicated designs and have more fun if that's possible. What, Don?
Linda says you're not old. I'm probably older than you.
Maybe. I don't have any idea how old my mother is, so I don't know. Don's mom is basically my mom, so when I say mom, that's who I mean is Don's mom. I just feel old sometimes. I don't know. OML help keeps me sane. Yeah, me too. Me too. It's fun. Janet Nilsson, I'm not creative. You know, Lynn told me the same thing, that there was no way she could ever pick colors because she's never done it. And if you remember, I kind of worked her into it. And now she picks colors like a star, like her penguins that she stitched on her brother machine. Yeah, you know. We all love Dawn's mom. I know. She's awesome. Look how good the black and the orange looks. So you're welcome to come into Souville and go shopping. The quilt shop isn't open yet, but it will be soon. How's that? It's getting there. I can't wait to see the next one. Are you guys excited what the next one is? I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I was just thrilled when she introduced this. And I love the 3D part of this as well. I think that's a lot of fun. Now, you may think that the awning is difficult, but it isn't. We're gonna go through it. It's easier than you think. Actually, Dawn, could you please cut me over on Ragnar a piece of the cutaway? I forgot about that. 2 hoopings. Need more.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I just thought about it as I was talking about it. Is that a sewing machine on the desk? Yes, it is. Or a quilting machine. Either or.
That makes sense.
Yeah. It's not going to be on the machine for long. Age doesn't matter. My older brother is less than a year younger than my mother-in-law. Well, there you go. And actually, I'm going to need the design. I didn't send the design to McDreamy.
Oh.
Yeah, it's in downloads, and it's already unzipped. Yeah, wow. Just a little off the swing. I was actually really excited about stitching this out, so I kind of forgot. Okay, so now it's stitching the shelf that's holding all of my gorgeous fabric. Color's bad for me too. I asked my daughter to take a pic of the project and email it to her for suggestions. Yeah, that's fantastic. Whatever way you can make it work. See, when I do stuff, I'm not 100% confident that it's gonna look great. But I'm usually pretty close, and I like to step out of my comfort zone. Like, for example, the Christmas designs that we did, and I used darker, like kind of like black and gold colors. I wasn't sure. I think I scared Lynn a little bit. I wasn't 100% sure that it would look good, and it ended up being great. So my motto is just try. Just have a go. Just try. For sure. 263 watching. That's fantastic. I know this is probably going to be a longer video as well. I lose track of time. Yeah.
The awning's over there.
Thank you. Yeah, I completely forgot. So the awning is going to bring everything together. The Norseman. I'm 12. Yeah, we know that. We know that. We know. Oh. So don't you want to go shopping for all that fabric? I sure do. So I actually like how the kind of cobwebs kind of show up on the walkway just a little bit. Just a little bit. So now we're going to do the outline of the window, which will also look fantastic. And then the outline of the door, and then we can quickly do the awning. These Saturday stitch outs are awesome. We just have so much fun. So after this one, you guys can let me know if you want me next weekend to do the bigger one and show you guys how to put it together. Or if we want to pick a sweet pea one. kind of and do quilt blocks. So I'll mention again that my whole idea about this channel was that I can do quilt blocks and designs and whatever you guys want pretty much for free, and we can work on them constantly. But we just need more subscribers and watching and all that kind of stuff to make that happen. I think it would be really fun. Misha says, I think we should do a sweet pea. Oh, pause for a drink there, sorry. Yes, I'm really happy with the black. And I think the door with a solid color, thank you Judy Quill, I think that'll look fantastic as well. Beautiful. So I've got to edit a video. I have to work on the class for Wednesday, the digitizing the connections classes, which the first one was fantastic. I'll finish this one up, this design up. I've got 2 to bind. The one I did for Samantha, now that I can give it to her. And the Christmas tree one. And what else do I have to do? Next week? Plan for next week? I don't know. I always have a lot to do. Yes. I'm a 73-year-old child. Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Well, I think embroidery should be fun. I have been in embroidery groups for, you know, quite a few years, and people are angry and frustrated, and they too scared to do stuff. And I thought, no, this is a wonderful hobby or job, and I want everyone to be happier. How can I do that? And I just, you know, need a good design was the first thing. That makes me really happy. But I thought I can make this happen. That's one of my goals, and hopefully I've accomplished that. Judy Quill, thank you. Thanks for giving so much time to us. We appreciate it. Yeah! Show me the love. It's awesome. I'm having as much fun as you guys are, which is awesome. And I really like that we're getting larger projects done. One of the things that has always bugged me for the last 20 years is that I never had time to do anything for myself. And this way, we're making time. We're making time. And I like it, and I like, I love it. I've said this on the last video. My favorite thing is when people say, oh, this is my first applique, and I loved it. Cindy, good morning. Am I too late? I missed it. No, we're just getting to the good parts now, for sure. Sue has saved sanity through this mess. Yeah, 2020 was not a great year, for sure. But I always like to look at the bright side that we all managed through. Chris Yost, thank you very much. We all managed through. We learned a lot. We expanded our horizons. We see an embroidery future that's bright and wonderful. So, yeah. All right, so this is the last part of the actual quilt shop. It's just got to go around the door, and then I want to take it out and have a look at it, and then I'm going to hoop my cutaway, and we're going to do the awning and talk about the awning. So there's a couple of tricks for trimming it, but other than that, it's easier than it looks. So yeah, I'll make a poll in the OML Embroidery University Facebook group, and we can discuss whether we want next weekend to be the bigger one. Obviously, it's going to be a longer video, but yeah. Tomorrow, we are starting Anita Good Designs patchwork pets quilt blocks, which I'm really excited about. It just absolutely caught my attention the first time I saw it. Even if you don't have the design, it would be a good show to watch because there are many techniques in each block. So there's folded fabric, there's applique, and there's crazy quilting in it. So I'm thinking it's gonna be really cool, really a lot of fun, and learning how things done. So even if you don't have the design, it was in this month's All Access. So am I. Haha. I'm still not over that. I still haven't dealt with that. It's so cool. Don is hopefully at some point in his lifetime going to get me the original.
Working on it, yep.
Yeah, good. Because I want it. Sharon Berger, thank you very much. I love the happy noise. All right, Don, back to the desk. And we'll see how my Christmas plan, no, my Quilt Shop looks. And it's just fine. I may want it to be moved down a little bit. What do you guys think? I love it. I gotta fix this. We had a little bit of pull on it. All right, excellent. It was recommended in the instructions from Eileen that you put a fusible backing on your fabric, and that would have solved all of this pull compensation issues had I done that. But I didn't for whatever reason. But I don't mind. I'm still good. Yeah, it's still good. It's not 100% perfect, but what is? So yeah, use the fusible. I'm gonna recommend it too because that's a little bit of pulling, but I can fix it so no one notices. Okay, so now we are gonna do the awning, and it's quite simple. It is not going to take very long to stitch out. Now, if you're wondering, I'm using a scrap piece that I had. I like to keep all my scraps, and it has a little bit of fusible backing on it, but it's not going to make any difference. So let's go back to McDreamy so we can get this part done. And all right, this is why I trimmed down my stuff. So let me get it called up, delete. Okay, ding ding. Ding ding, he says. There we go. And set. And it is literally just one.
That's all that's there.
Oh, so we're going to put one piece face down. Isn't that right? That's right. I think that's right.
I don't know, you have the instructions.
All right, I'm going to have to look. I thought there would be 2 steps to it, but I guess not. When in doubt, check the instructions. Hoop the stabilizer, center 2 pieces of awning, right sides together, stitch color 1. Yeah, that's it.
Right sides together.
Right sides together, which was my mistake. So RST is short for right sides together, which is interesting. So piece 1 and piece 2, and just center it because it's a bigger piece of fabric, so we're not going to have any troubles. Okay, and stitch. That's all it says to do. So easy peasy lemon squeezy. I really love this. I think it's going to be awesome. So that wasn't difficult to do at all. And that's it. Do. Okay, so back to the desk, Don.
Desktop.
How was that for easy? That was nothing difficult about that. I'm gonna put my hoop out of the way. So now we have to trim it. Remove the project from the hoop, place the project on a cutting mat, place the 1/4 mark of a quilting ruler on the top of the awning and trim it. I don't have a cutting mat here, so I'm not going to do that. I am, though, going to cut it out, but I'll leave the top so I can have a 1/4. I could probably guesstimate it, maybe. So what we want to do is get better scissors, and
These ones?
my gingers. Yes, thank you. Because I don't have a cutting board here, I'm just gonna, make it easy. Same thing. So I'm not gonna worry about that measurement because I don't have a cutting board. And we want, I think she said 1/8 of an inch. Do the same for the straight sides of the awning. Carefully trim each scallop, cutting all 3 layers as one unit. Leave 1/8 of a seam allowance. So what she's saying is that we want to cut these scallops closer. And if you can't, don't worry about it. But the key, the trick to this part is getting up in between. So you can clip out a V. I seem to be able to get in there just fine, even with my big clunky scissors, but I'm probably going to go and clean it up. I certainly am. So all you have to do is cut. Be really careful. You don't want to cut the stitches, right? So this part is easy enough. I'm just going to get it, kind of rough cut out. I have to go back and do that 1/4 of an inch part. So easy for something that looks fantastic. I was really excited when I saw this part of it. And you need a pipe cleaner, which Dawn couldn't find, so I'll show you guys what to do with it, and then, if anyone has any troubles, I can help out. So I'm going to go about there. Doing some guesstimating. Why not? I just want to see the other side. So I've trimmed that out, not taking my time. And now we're going to turn it. And we're going to be really careful. I like to use my nails for the turning. You want to as carefully as you can. This is not a power struggle, but you want to pop out those. It's a little awkward, actually. They're kind of okay. They're kind of small.
You need one of your little tools.
Yeah, I have one. So yeah, you're gonna need a tool for it. I was like, where'd they go? And you just have to gently push on them. Oh, it's going to look so good, though. So they're there. You just have to gently push on them. They're smaller than I thought for some reason, like when you turn them. So once you get all those, it's going to take me a couple of minutes to do it. Once you get the awning pieces going on, give it an iron. So iron it down flat, and you're going to put the pipe cleaner in here, in this part, on the inside. And then she says you can sew it, but if you're not comfortable with sewing, you can just put a little bit of basting glue or any kind of glue, fabric glue, just so it holds in place. We don't want the pipe cleaner bouncing around, sort of thing.
No, it's inside between the 2 pieces of material?
Inside between the material, and then the next piece is the cutaway stabilizer, and then the last piece. So you want to put it in here.
Eileen was adamant about being careful with this part.
Yes, and that's why I am not gonna rush it. I can see that it is a little bit fiddly, but you know, look, if you look inside, you can see my scallops there. I was like, whoa. It's a little bit, I'm going to do it like this because I have long nails, and put my nail in it very carefully.
Flip.
And then push it out with my other nail.
Well, that's smart.
Yep, that's going to work for me. So just take your time. It is a bit fiddly, but it's easy enough.
Cindy says you should embroider the company name on the awning.
Well, I'm going to print it on my ribbon printer. So, okay, we got 2 of them out. And then you're going to want to iron this down flat. See, if you kind of like move them around a little bit, that you can get them a little more round. So play around with that. Put your pipe cleaner in there, and then you can either sew just like a top stitch line to hold it in, get it as close to the bottom as you can, or, you know, pop a little bit of glue. You just don't want it to move. That's the thing. And then the next thing is there's a measurement, but you can guesstimate it. And you're going to either sew it down, or I was thinking again, if you're not comfy with sewing, you could hand stitch it if you wanted, or you could even fuse it and just,
it was like 1 3/4 inches.
Yeah. And that is how it's gonna look, and then you're gonna bend it up. So
That's gonna look awesome.
I'm really happy with how this turned out. I'm really happy how it sits on the block as well. I have a little breathing room. I might trim it up so it's a smaller square, so it looks even, but for now I'm just going to leave it because I don't know what's ahead on this one. So get yourself a project bin, and this is our first one, and put it in there because we're going to be doing many more. So this part, the awning, is a little bit fiddly, but it is absolutely worth it. I think it's going to look great. I am going to continue fiddling around with this, and I'm going to put it together, find my pipe cleaners, and put it all together and take a wonderful picture and hashtag it Dime So Long, and put it up in the group because I think this is awesome. I will also put the name on it. So welcome to Siouxville. This is our first shop, and it's a quilt shop. You can buy fabric. I have a purple desk with a sewing machine, and
I think it's awesome.
Open the orange doors and come on in. So this was fun. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with for your buildings. So you can do the red brick, or you can do wood, or you can do any kind of fabric on the background. Make it your own. Have tons of fun. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, everyone. Thanks for watching.
Bye.